Hi, thank you for joining me for this review of this 021 mini DIY building block RC quadcopter supplied courtesy of Gearbest. Now this is really designed for DIY fun, and I suppose you could say based on a Lego building block concept. Has 18 pieces. This is the box that it comes in. And if we have a look inside, we get the instructions, we get the FC board and a USB charger. Get some the propellers and 2 motors and arms, the frame, another 2 propellers, 2 motors and arms, and that is it. We also get the TX radio controller. So let me just get these in order. Okay, so these are all the pieces unpacked. So this piece of paper is basically the only instructions you get. You get this 6-step diagram, and then you also get the remote control function description. Now unfortunately with this does not come with its own battery, and the recommended battery for this is a 3.7 volt 350 mAh battery. So I will put a link into the description of where you can get the battery to if you don't have any batteries like that. I'll also be seeing if it'll work with this 3.7 volt 380 mAh battery. It does come with 4 spare propellers, 2 red, 2 black, and although it doesn't come with a battery, you do get the USB charging cable with a 2-pin low-C connection to charge up the battery. So let the fun begin. Okay, illustration 1. And then if we look at the controller on the top left here, we got the main power button here. We got the speed switch here. 2 speeds, 1 beep low speed, 2 beeps high. Then we got 2 trim buttons here. We got 2 trim buttons here. It doesn't say what these buttons are, but this button, I would presume, because it's beeping, is for headless mode, and this might be for return to home, and that is it. And this one here seems to be the flip button. Yes, so we'll try it out and see if this is for flips and rolls. It doesn't say so, so not a very good instruction manual, but does leave you open to some creativity, which I suppose was part of the fun too. So it looks as though I might be able to squeeze the battery in here. Yes, I can put the battery in there, and then just put this bar back on here, and then just connect the battery up here. One of the clips came off, which is not a good thing. So I have found that these little clips don't hold too securely. So what I'd suggest and recommend is that you just super glue them on, because then it'll still stay attached, and then can still be removed, but won't come off too easily and get lost. There are also silicone washers to provide sort of suspension mounting for the FC board that you could also lose if it comes off. So highly recommend that. And then if you just make sure you tuck the wires underneath these support bars on either side, the wires should be fine and stay out of the way of the propellers. And let's see what this weighs with the battery on. Okay, it comes in at 47 grams, including a 380 mAh battery. So it has been fun putting this together and just making a few little modifications. It is quite sturdy and strong. I don't know how durable it will be, but we'll have to see. But you know, it is a toy quad and designed for fun, primarily indoors, but we'll give it a test flight indoors and also see how it flies outdoors. Okay, ready to go. But this also has a 6-axis gyro, so to calibrate, put it into the high speed, pull both sticks down and to the right, and you'll see the little red LED flashes, and then go solid, and then that is it calibrated. Let's take off. Okay, so quite steady, quite responsive. Okay, drifting. Let me just adjust the trim. Take off again. Oh, it's a bit better, more steady now. Try a flip. Oops. Wow, this is quite agile. Not flipping. Let's try it again. No, it doesn't seem to want to flip, but I don't want to try it too much in this confined space. And let's see what it's like in the dark. Oh, you can just see this little red light, but otherwise not much other orientation. No, not really good in the dark, just with that single red light. Okay, this is in the high rate now, and just have a look, try a flip. No, it doesn't want to flip or roll, but fairly stable, quite good. Sounds smooth. A fast yaw in the high rate. Alright, let's go and see how it flies outdoors. And let's see how the 021 mini DIY building block RC quadcopter flies outdoors. All ready to go. I've got a 380 mAh battery in it. Going to time the flight to. Let's take off. So here we go. Wow, this is in the low rate and going quite zippy and fast. Well, let's see if it'll do a flip.
No, won't flip. Okay, well, going nicely in the low rate. Let's put it up to the high rate. Oh no, very nice, performing well. Go quite high too. Let's bring it back down. Wow, I'm actually quite impressed with how this flies outdoors. Quite stable, also very fast, very maneuverable, very good. Okay, let's try and do a flip again. No, it doesn't flip. Does nice funnels though, very good, very nice. Really does fly nicely. Really quite stable, very fast, very nice to play with. Okay, we've been going 3 minutes 15 seconds. Pity it doesn't want to flip, but you know, it's not really that serious. Does fly nicely, is flying very well. Quite easy to keep orientation with the little yellow bit in the windshield in front. Can't see any lights. Not going to be too sure to see when. You can still see the light in front, but not easily. Oh, no blinking lights yet. Nice and agile. Okay, low battery, no more power. Stop the clock. 4.5 minutes on a 380 mAh battery. So really flies nicely outdoors. I'm actually quite impressed. There is a bit of a breeze, but it didn't really affect it much at all. It doesn't do the flips and rolls, but nonetheless it's a nice little flyer. Very fast, very responsive, very agile. Thanks for joining me. Cheerio.